Faster cyber risk mitigation starts with an easy, simple shift. Cyber risk mitigation strategies are only valuable if they lead to faster, smarter decisions. But in many organizations, they don't. Take vulnerability management. It's one of the most visible capabilities in cybersecurity, and often one of the slowest to show real business value at the executive level. Scans generate thousands of findings, reports go to IT, and nothing meaningful might happen for weeks. Or potentially even months. The problem isn't that teams don't care. It's that vulnerability management and reporting at the enterprise level is a process built for volume, not velocity. Our approach is to make a simple shift for mitigation from the monolithic views and volume reported to the leadership team and board to a department or team-level specific mitigation engagement model based on criticality. This small shift in approach can yield big time to outcome results. One of Governisto's clients, a financial services firm, was scanning its entire environment weekly and flagging thousands of vulnerabilities every cycle. But their patching backlog kept growing. Why? Because the risk wasn't prioritized by business impact. The client had no way to tell which vulnerabilities were actually tied to systems that mattered. When they changed their approach, linking vulnerability data to asset value and service owners, they reduced remediation time on high-risk findings by 70% in 1 quarter. Same tools, different strategy, that's what faster time to outcomes looks like. Another example. An organization found significant exposure from externally facing systems after we helped them drill down into specific risk views. The application security team flagged dozens of vulnerabilities across a number of web applications. But remediation initially crawled because each app was owned by a different product team, with different deployment pipelines and no shared tracking. Instead of trying to fix everything, they re-scoped the plan. Rather than be overwhelmed by everything, we helped them initially focus on apps connected to critical data and ensured that we leveraged the existing process of how each of the teams scheduled work in order to avoid out-of-band work requests. Because the cyber team didn't have full-time representation within the dev team, we also temporarily embedded an application security team member directly into the relevant dev stand-ups for the sprints in which the mitigations were scheduled. Those 2 changes alone shaved weeks off that team's average time to mitigate and helped shift the relationship from audit-style oversight to shared effort. This is the heart of effective cyber risk mitigation. Not just finding problems, but mitigating the critical issues faster by aligning the mitigation strategy to how the business actually works. Time to outcome improves when vulnerability programs are targeted, integrated, and trackable. In practice, that means they focus on the highest value assets, not just the highest vulnerability risk scores. These approaches are built into dev, ops, and asset management workflows, so there are real owners, deadlines, and metrics that reflect business-focused progress. Long lists of vulnerabilities don't protect the business. Focused engagement, prioritization of effort by criticality, and timely action do. So if your mitigation strategy still revolves around generating more reports, running more scans, or waiting on tickets to clear, you're not reducing cyber risk, you're documenting it. Modern cyber risk mitigation strategies are measured by how quickly they produce outcomes, and there is business value in reducing that time. And in a threat landscape that's moving faster than ever, that speed isn't just a technical goal, it's a business imperative. If your executive leadership wants faster cyber risk mitigation outcomes than you have now, Governisto has services packages that can operationalize your vulnerability and cyber risk programs with measurable time improvements in risks managed, decisions made, controls deployed, and trust regained. Please visit our website at governisto.com or email contact us at governisto.com. Let's talk.